Welcome to Get Good.
What's up?
Howdy.
I have 3 charmers.
We all picked up some crazy stuff at wherever we were this weekend.
We were at
Where were we?
YC's Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
What happened
dude.
at Philadelphia, guys?
What happened? Oh my goodness. I drove there and back.
Yeah, that's about all I have.
Shout out
Hung out
Cage
with the boys.
McNeely for driving 2 hours, going to sleep the rest of the time, and me having to drive the other.
It's because Guud is the best, man.
You said the best, but nobody's going off the road.
That's tough.
Turn TikToks on, bro. It'll be good.
We're joined here by Thomas again for the second time.
Howdy, Thomas.
We got Isaiah.
Second time here, still ninth place at the regional.
Oh, poor Thomas.
Catch South Carolina, it'll be different. It'll be
I
different.
believe
He's
it.
gonna get ninth again.
Right.
I've never played
Fun
the game
fact:
again.
Noah placed higher at the YCS than he did the regional.
Hold on, we completely dodged ninth. We got 8th
Yeah.
Noah. Who cares about 9th? 10th Trevor and 11th Luke.
Yeah.
That was
What?
sick
We
when I
don't
saw that.
play that trash
We don't
tier
get ninth.
ninth place.
Oh,
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
believe in ninth around here.
You can't
But-
be good if you're
Can't
getting
be the
ninth.
first loser.
Bro, we got PJ,
First
Go,
loser.
dog.
and we got top 64 competitor Dylan Fox,
Dylan
baby.
Fox.
As a matter of fact,
Yes,
we
sir.
also have top 16 competitor Luke Frangella
Oh,
on the other end with his cool another verse playing
See,
that.
I got top 16. I am of the opinion that if you got it, you gotta do it. And
Oh, yeah?
I opened full combo game 1 in top 16, and I got nibbed. So that's just what,
shout out Calvin
that's
Hahn.
what we do.
Might have basically given Clifton a bye. I don't know.
Fair.
Clifton said that he let you search 3 times, then rolled you so you couldn't Magooska him.
Bro, but
Well,
like,
you know.
yeah, no, my top 16 was Shifter, full combo, and Book of Moon. So I was cooking. I couldn't get droll.
like it.
I had Book of Moon. I literally looked Calvin in the eye and I said, this is going to feel so good when I get nibbed. I was like, I know that when I summon Mind Hacker, you're going to nib me. But it's going to feel so good full combo you before that.
Until he hits the board, baby, I'm feeling great.
I'm going to feel so good doing this.
That's powerful. I got to do some full combo and I got to do some not so full
That's what I
combo.
like to hear.
It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tavion for also getting top 64.
Shout out to Tavion.
Tavion,
First
bro.
stop.
Nope.
Luke's second.
Back to back.
My second.
Back to
Luke's,
back.
Luke's back to back with a regional win in between.
And,
My second white
and a
top.
regional scrub in between.
We don't talk about those.
I
also did a regional scrub recently.
We also got Noah top 8.
Noah
we got
top
Trevor top
The
16.
Last Samurai, Noah
Last
Basiso,
Samurai,
Pin
bro.
God.
Yes,
Trips of
sir.
False Prophet, that's all I'm saying.
All the
Noah
dead
Pin
profiles
God.
are up on the channel at this point if you haven't watched them. I know the ban list is new, but their faces aren't.
Amen.
Yeah, and like at least in a couple of them we talk about like thoughts going into the new ban list, so I think that they're still worthwhile. Even
This is
if
illegal.
we've already been brewing for the new ban list.
Oh, you already know.
Apparently
we got the
he
good
hasn't. He
cooking.
still has 3 games in his
We're looking forward
We're
to.
just-
We got
well,
some good events to
still
play
got
in
locals this
too.
week.
We do. We got the gaming event coming up.
We do.
June
Hold
10th.
on.
June
Hold
10th.
on.
10th,
Hold on.
baby.
Hold
He's got the
on.
prize right here.
Ooh.
It's in the YuGiOh, baby. Hold up.
Where did this come from again?
Well, we might know somebody who likes to win consoles.
PS5.
I literally,
Pretty cool.
I had texted, I think Isaiah, and I was like, I need to buy a PS5 today because we hadn't bought one for the event yet. And then Aaron messaged our group chat and said, hey, does anybody want a PS5? I just won one. And I was like, all right, hit me up, baby.
Shout out Aaron Levy.
Yep. So June 10th, CM Games Cedar Bluff.
Come win it, come see us.
Come win it, come see us.
Do what
It's
it
a
do.
case 2, right?
Yeah,
It's a
Case
case.
plus PS5.
It's a case of whatever set's coming out.
Wild
Yeah.
Survivors.
Wild
Survivors, the
a lot
new
of good
set,
stuff coming on that set.
and that PS5. So disc version, the flyer has the digital version, but Aaron upgraded you guys, so shout out Aaron.
It's even better now.
But the weekend was really fun. Guud was represented.
You did
baby.
great. Not only did we have the 5 duels and top cut, we also had the winners of the 3v3.
I thought that was Gao
Logan
Gaming.
and Guud.
Yep.
Oh, Gao Gaming. Ooh, yeah. That's what the
Gal
website
Gaming,
said.
baby, shout out.
Konami blog might have did a little bit of spelling. That's okay.
Luke's dad came over earlier and he said, I saw Gal Gaming won the 3v3. I thought it was you guys, but I don't know who Gal Gaming is. I said, no, that was us. He said, that was you? I was like, yeah.
Bruh.
I love it.
My,
That's so honest, bro.
dude, my parents were
this together,
watching.
bro.
Like, my
That's
parents
awesome.
my mom
What?
kept texting me, And Sunday night, my mom texted me, and she said, I'm so glad that mean boy that beat you in top 16 lost.
Sorry, Calvin.
I'm like thanks, Mom.
Supporters,
Thanks,
dude.
Mom. She saw he lost in the finals.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Mean
to
That was
Boy.
the anti-spell.
Dude.
Lou,
He ran through
Logan,
some Guud boys, maybe.
He beat me round 2 with a double shifter. Like,
Powerful.
Yeah.
Lou, Logan, and Gage won the secret uncut sheet.
Yeah.
They each have one.
So that is super, super sick. Good
That
boys
was really
came home
cool.
with some loot.
Shout out to Elijah and Joe for losing in the finals.
Our boys.
Lou
Love
was
some
so
Kentucky boys.
Lou was so excited to play Joe in the mirror.
Yeah, hey, Lou was having a very good time with mirrors that weekend.
Yeah,
It was a very good time.
It
Lou
was.
was playing really well.
But beyond June 10th, we also have an event in Lexington that we're probably going to be trying to go to.
The
The
June
same weekend, the
24th?
remote YCS, we have exactly June 24th, a Platinum Blue Eyes tournament
It's pretty
at the
sick, in my
new
opinion.
CM Game Store in Lexington.
That place, I
It's
saw.
a superstore, right?
It's a superstore. It's over 10,000 square feet. It's made to be able to host tournaments and have all the awesome things that the CM Games like in Knox will have.
It's sick.
Hey, I saw the TikTok they posted of it.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it looks insane.
It is massive. It's in
I
the
just kept
Fayetteville Mall.
watching, and I'm like, is it gonna
It
keep
never
going?
ends! It
What's
never ends,
happening?
dude!
It's
so
massive.
sick. Yeah, I'm really excited to go up there and check it out.
It's the biggest store, right?
It's the biggest store, yeah. It
Yeah.
blows Cedar out of the water. It's twice of Cedar.
Which is insane. Because
Seriously.
Cedar's like the biggest
It's
store.
massive, bro.
Yeah, those are super exciting. After that, we have, or in between that, we have a regional in South Carolina. A lot of us are probably
June
going to try to
17th.
go to. We have,
I think after that it's like a break,
I
right?
think we have a weekend break in the Nationals, right?
Hey, all I'm
2
saying
weeks?
is there's also a regional this weekend if anybody wants to go to Philly. I'm just throwing that out there.
Run it back.
Run it back, baby.
I've had
back.
enough of Philly for a little bit.
Let me tell you, after making that drive, I will say it's the first YCS I've driven to since the pandemic has gotten
Really?
us this far, and it was really fun. I hadn't missed the experience, like actually like driving to a big YuGiOh tournament, and
We did in the flat club.
you know exactly. We went to the flag club. No, get in the car
don't-
with the road dogs and damn making
Bro,
it happen, dude.
Don't
That's
act like you don't
awesome.
remember Minneapolis. Don't remember that.
Oh, you
Because I've been
remember
trying to block it out.
I'm just saying that was awful. Don't
After-
recommend driving 19 hours.
Yeah, it
It was actually like 23.
After
But
that event,
It was like 17.
I
Listen to this guy.
decided to myself, I was like, you're never going to ride in a car for longer than 10 hours to any YuGiOh event. You're just going to fly like a smart
I'm
person.
about to sit in a car for 14 hours this week.
I played a guy at the YCS this
Here's
weekend,
to you.
and I asked him where he was from. He told me I don't remember, and I said, "How long was your drive?" He said, "The drive's 4 hours, but I flew here." And I said, "Yeah, I drove 9." And he said, "You're wild." I was like, "Who flies 4 hours?"
So you're telling me is he drove to Nashville and got a flight from Nashville to Philly? Because that's what I was going to do. But then they changed the dates on it, and
You know. No, I was
flights went from $80 to $170 of
gosh,
Memorial Day.
that is true. I enjoy flying to tournaments, but I think I enjoy the drive much better. I'm not trying to. Hold on, peep what you got. A little more. Is this engine or non-engine? Oh, it's an ulti nib. It's non-engine. We're cooking. Open Wakashi Wagon Gamma Valor nib. I played Super Heavy Samurai this weekend. It was awesome.
As did
I'm in
I.
love with the boy Wakashi. I hate that Scarecrow is gone.
Speaking of,
That's my boy.
manless opinions.
Balanced opinions. I think a lot of
Oh, let me
things
pull that up,
happen.
actually.
A lot of things happen. I'm excited to try some stuff.
Dude, that was one of the wildest 10 minutes I've ever
Oh, yeah.
experienced. at an
They
event.
dropped it in the
Middle of round two.
round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like,
I get
that was the
dusted
first-
round 2 and start walking to the boys, and my opponent starts talking about, like, with his boys,
Yeah.
this ban list. I don't know why they're talking about a ban list, and I'm, like, walking, trying to make sense of what they were saying. And turns out the deck I'm playing I'll never get to play.
Yeah,
And it's state again.
I
Yeah.
found out because I went to the bathroom downstairs, and the second I walked in, all you heard was banlist,
Yeah.
and I'm over here trying to plug my ears so I can get like a reaction with the homies. But I'm like, bro, this is
Authentic.
awful.
I was walking to the escalators, and Elijah looks at me and goes, "Scarecrow." I was like, "Huh? What do you mean?"
Dude, I learned from this guy because he pinged a group chat, and I was like, ban list, and I got on Twitter, and I was like, I looked at Noah, who was beside me, and I'm like, yo, ban list dropped, and he's like, it's fake. And I'm like, well, You might want to tell that to the Konami Twitter, bro. I don't know if they got the memo. And it was wild. Like, everybody, you just slowly see, like, flocks of people get up and run to vendors.
Yeah,
dude.
It was insane.
I heard somebody bought somebody out of Theosis's. Just, hey,
Rollerballers.
you cut me a deal to buy them all, you know? They were going wild.
Dude.
Honestly, man, I wish they would do, like, a live stream where they kind of build up some anticipation. They're like,
This
damn,
card.
here's this. Literally just show this picture
Yeah.
of the Forbidden List. Chat goes crazy, thing explodes, give it a few
Imagine
minutes,
they just start
somebody talks about it,
peeking like
explains.
Ding Long. Like, imagine if Ding Long was off the ban list. What could this deck do? And then,
Bro.
oh, wait,
Or they could
he's
just
off
start
ban.
from the top. You know, they Forbidden and it just shows you Cyberstein. Everyone's freaking out Cyberstein gets banned. And then it goes Scarecrow and everyone freaks out Scarecrow gets banned. You know what I'm saying? Like one at a time, a bunch of suspense, milk the hell out of it. Imagine if there was a main stage at an event doing that.
Yeah.
How
that,
hype
that
and
would be
insane
crazy.
and like
that would be insane.
how crazy, bro. You go to the White House in Philly and they start doing the ban list at the lunch break or whatever.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah, that was basically our second lunch break.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Dude, my deck felt like, I felt like I had a lunch break all weekend. I was doing like 15, 20 minutes
Same.
regularly.
I was in the trenches.
There were some matches I will say that I was digging it up, but I was for the most part killing them quite quick.
I have a question. Did you get lava golemed on your tomb gates and then lightning storm?
I did not make it to
For
the
your
X2
summon.
bracket until at the end of day one.
Yeah,
Thought it was
the
last
X2
year.
bracket.
Scary. Those are the trenches.
That happened too.
Literally, in any tournament, like any big tournament I go in now, my plan's just dodge. I think that's how I dodged all the trap decks in like back-to-back regionals. Was I just
Don't lose.
don't lose and you don't go to that bracket
Exactly.
unless you play against Hunter Pack, who's also undefeated.
You start hearing everybody's like, if you listen to everybody's like what they played against for the YCS, you can tell who was where. You
Yeah,
know, Trevor's like,
right.
I played like 90 cash matchups. Like, oh, you were not losing at all. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
literally.
Cool.
And you can hear the horror stories.
I played 5 Labyrinth.
I had to play 2. Thankfully, I think I played the most mirrors of everything. Everybody
Really?
else I played like 2 of.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 branded. I played 2
Saratobi.
labs. I played my friend Saratobi, bro. Let me tell you, that's the Ninja Saratobi is the truest of all Super Heavy Samurais. He's not the heaviest, but he's the most tactical.
He's that dog.
He's the make shit happener. That's all I'm saying. Saratobi, if I can play you in a deck again, I'm going to do it every time.
Every time.
That is my man. It says BANLIST though.
Yeah, no, it
Dude.
was. I think so. Obviously, the best deck, Gash.
You want to go over it first?
We can,
Okay.
Yeah. So
He is right there.
here, I mean, we slide it to you, King.
but
We got extended phone charger.
All right.
Get that extended charger.
bro, so everybody saw. Well, there was a debate on Mind Hacker because it's a prize card, but they banned prize
I
cards.
think we're talking about that. Yeah, that being
Yeah.
a reason
It
not
was
to.
the first prize card banned since Crush Card.
That's impressive.
Isn't
That's a cool
No,
isn't-
Cyberstein was banned.
it was
Who
banned
got
at the
first?
same time as 89.
Crush Card got banned first though, right?
Yeah, but they happened like before 2010.
Oh wait, Cyberstein got banned before Crush Card because Crush Card was playable to like Teledad and stuff.
Yeah, like
Okay.
all like it literally hasn't happened in 15 years probably.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they had them both on one list.
Hey, they banned 2 prize cards. That's tight.
Yeah, it,
Why Cyberstein?
Well, I mean, you saw Patrick Hoban's deck.
Yeah.
Give him Pope.
One
baby.
person-
You
out of
seen
top
the-
64
you seen the
player?
exterior? I mean, he wasn't even.
I guess it's
You know what I'm
just,
saying? They
yeah,
banned it before
they
we
don't
even
need
got that
expulsion
far.
anymore, so they just do that. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I guess I was getting. I was like Cyberstein going away, man. Like you know, like the ignorant exterior boards. Those ain't happening anymore. I mean, ignorant FTKs with Cyberstein and telekinetic Powerwell, or
they
not
played
telekinetic Powerwell.
Cyberstein
Charging cell.
early in the tier format.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
remember
jamming
that.
dudes. But
Yeah, I lost to that at
pay
YCS.
5,000
Man.
cheetah fusion in is spooky stuff.
Yeah,
My hacker gone. I'm really happy I get to fix my extra decks. I've been having a hard time playing a lot of decks because I have to respect Kashtira.
This
What?
Trash Spot extract got to be clean. Singing.
You already know I might be cooking with some Trap Brigade cards and some Sprite cards in the same pile.
like as soon
you
as
cooking with
I saw the picture and I had Diablosis, I was like, Cash is still playable. I didn't even have to look at the rest
They
of the
didn't hit it
list.
hard enough.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, okay, they banned this. That means that they left us alone. Like, so it's not like super toxic anymore, but it's still playable.
Still like Shifter.
Yeah, Scarecrow. That was one of the fastest cards ever hit.
Scarecrow devastated me.
Yeah.
Homie.
That was crazy.
I was looking at it, I was like, I have to top this tournament where all these samurai cards I bought are for naught.
Yeah, or fastest deck ever hit, not card, I guess.
Yeah, it came out in that code,
It got hit. It came out on the 5th and got banned on the 5th.
but well, the deck came out on the 5th.
So-
Or the deck became playable
Good on the 5th.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It came out on the 5th. Bro,
I couldn't tell you
we
what
say
Scarecrow
that-
did before that shit come out.
we say that, but I played Super Paper Samurai when it first came out with Ben K and Black Gardens and machine duplications, okay?
D2 shield, bro?
Yes. I was making
know about
Felgram with 2 Ben Ks.
bro,
I hate it here.
I beat Mark Vi with that deck. Shout out, Mark.
What's next?
Good.
pointer.
A pointer. That
It
card,
needed.
when it went to 1, I started abusing it because, man, they were right. That card's kind of crazy.
Well, here's
I
the
was playing
thing.
that card at 2 with Trap Trick and Sanctum.
Here's what I've
They
been.
hit it for me.
Here's what I've been thinking. I think they can't put degenerate cards to 1 anymore, like they used to. Like they used to put like Book of
Model
Moon,
cards to 1, bro.
Book of Moon to 1, like Foolish to 1. Like
Yeah.
they can't do that anymore. You know
They're
why?
too good.
Thrust.
They're sacky.
Because now at 1 it's at 4.
That is true.
So,
That
like,
is
you
true.
have
when you're
point-
going first, and you know what I'm saying, they start popping off, hand trap you a little bit. When you do a little something,
You have
summon
4
thrust,
pointers.
getting a pointer,
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
If I can look at my opponent's hand, bro, I guess my win rate went from whatever percent it was. I don't care if it was a sub 1% win rate. The game is now in my favor.
Yeah.
Unless their hand is so busted that I cannot do anything, which has not happened yet. So,
Yeah.
plus.
That card's insane, and it makes like 1-ofs just beat 3-ofs.
Man, spitting
Yeah.
facts.
It's wild. And then Branded Expulsion, which
Why?
like they did not take care of the problem.
What's the point?
They
Well-
gave us a monster that does the same thing, and then
I will
and they
say
banned
It's a
it.
lot
very
easier to
deckless.
deal with a monster though, because
Yeah.
expulsion people now, if you're playing it right, they just banish the gimmick puppet, and then your bell doesn't do anything, your bestial doesn't do anything, so you're getting gimmick puppets.
I
regardless.
guess it is much more down bad.
Yeah.
You can actually
now you can
do that.
bail it, DD
Yeah.
Crow, a gimmick or a bestial, like you can
Are
get
you
rid
sure
of
that
it.
Sanctify doesn't bring you back Manage too?
It's just great.
It's a scrape. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually read it
Shifter.
today because somebody
Shifter's
messaged
so
me,
good.
asked a question about a combo with it.
True.
Shifter's still at 3.
Ido does the same thing too. So like it's kind of hard to like.
That's just why you control it though.
Yeah.
The DD Orthros, when it's summoned, you get locked into either Fiends or DD. I think it's Fiends, which does nothing against this deck. Oh.
Or Dark.
No,
Are
you're
you
right.
ruining my deck right
Yeah,
now?
you can use your deck, but
That's all the ban cards though.
all the band cards are good.
This is
What
where
do
it
you
gets
say?
crazy.
Yeah. So
No?
now we're going to the ones. First off, they're hitting it. Well, Arise Hearts first, I guess. I didn't.
Valid.
It makes sense. But they took like the 2 combos that I liked the most, so it makes me sad. Like I can't make double Arise Heart.
I can lock 5. What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do now?
What am I even doing? What is this deck?
But
Trying to make it not a pass, baby.
but it
Time
kind
passed.
of like that
Tired
sucks.
was that one.
Not anymore.
Or maybe.
But I mean, it is what it is. They hit Arise Heart. But now I own a whole playset of Starlight Arise Heart. Shout out. Shout out, baby. So we got, besides that, the first thing on the list, Blaster.
That's
That one's
crazy.
cool.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm happy
dude.
to see them babies coming back. I
Yeah.
would love to see the dragons come back. I love to see them be competitively viable. I want people cooking with the dragons.
Three
Bro.
dogs.
I think Redox is the best
That's
one.
my dog.
I think Redox will be the last one to come back.
Title's cool.
Yeah. Can you imagine Sean Quez if Tyler comes back?
Well, Sean Quez ain't gonna lose on that.
Sheesh.
Sean Quez can be top 8 and everything.
Shout out YuGiOh,
Man, we can get title reband.
dude.
DJ came to my house the other day. He goes, "You want to play? I got a new meta deck." I said, "Sure." He activates Megalo in hand, and I was like, "Oh, I'm about to get cooked." I was terrified. He hand looped me.
That's my problem with Wormmill or anything is I would just get hand looped. I'm like, what was the point, man? You spent 18 minutes to take all my cards.
Sean Quest hand looped me for 4, and then I nibbed him.
That feels pretty good. The last card hand's a nib.
My favorite thing on the list, personally, I'm sorry, boys. Math Mech Circular.
You know?
That is my favorite card on the
Sorry,
list.
Freeman.
Sorry, PJ.
You did it.
I did it before I got limited.
Heyo! Yeah, no, I'm cool with Circular going to 1. I think it's kind of like when Gazelle went to 1, where it looks like really devastating, but really it's just a formality.
Now, bro, you just gotta open one of them.
Well, now that like Firewall
Sign
Defensor,
in mind,
like
small
the
world.
plays where you go like Firewall Defensor and Alan Burschen to search the Circular,
It's
it's the exact same line, bro. You have a little bit of extra room, which I feel like those decks kind of. I've struggled getting those decks to 40, so I think getting to 40 is gonna be a little bit easier. I think Kodak gets a lot better. The Signet card that lets you search the extenders that I'll let you get in a conflict or just keep
Conflict
extend
goes
those.
crazy.
Conflict goes crazy, bro. Micro
So does Dark Fluid.
Dark Fluid is actually insane. Hopefully we get Link Decoder before Nats. I would really like to. I would be open to playing a Cyber Stack for Nats if we got that card. That card helps a lot of the problems with the deck.
I just hate how Circular is such a custom card. With the Ross Heart, too, they hit 2 custom cards to 1.
Yeah, those are. There's
Circular
a.
didn't really get to do it like much though, except it did top 64. Shout out Yassine for top 64 with mathematics.
He was the one person?
Yep.
Dude, it blew my mind that there was only one of that deck. 'Cause I believed in that deck, and that was really high on my radar for this tournament before I switched to Super Heavy.
I think everyone overly excited for it because they were terrified of it.
I didn't want to die to it, bro.
I played Shifter.
Shifter, Bestial's
I was
Bell.
playing Bestials my deck. Bestials felt really good. I also liked them against the furniture deck in theory. And in practice, they were good too. I would have won against that deck.
Would Ghost Bell have been better against French deck?
I don't think so. I like
Bell hits welcome and big welcome.
when you can get like a body with it and you can like apply pressure against like trap decks. Most of the time, I'm just trying to like get a clock and
Put them on
low
cards,
impact
pretty much.
thing and exactly put them on card. Like
Yeah.
you got a clock and you have less cards than I do. As long as I can keep getting +1s and make some decent trades, I'm cool with it.
This next hit's crazy.
Oh,
Gamma.
this is good. Dude, that broke my heart. I mean, honestly, I'm tired of getting my tail whipped by Gamma.
I didn't mind, like,
I like playing around Gamma. I like that the format shifted to that. A lot of players
That's
had
what
to
I'm
they had to
saying, like,
respect it. I think that
skill-wise, it was good for the game.
Noah FTK'd his opponent in 13 seconds.
That was amazing.
Bro.
Bite,
I was driving
draw,
down the interstate,
Gamma,
bro.
scoop. I go, that was the fastest game of my life.
What was that, his top 16 match?
Yeah, bro, it was literally crazy. Like, Noah's hand was pretty gas.
I hear you. I mean, he had bike Gamma.
Yeah, and he goes, Mike, and like, you would think you would play around Gamma top 16, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Lemon
No.
better have
Droll
it.
Gamma.
Lemon better have it.
And
He literally
went-
still had the Droll in hand. He goes, Droll, he revealed Gamma, he just flipped it on top of his deck and started shuffling.
Yeah. I
His
was
hand
like,
had to be poop, bro.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I wish I was there for that. I mean, I wish I
13
didn't leave
seconds.
immediately.
I'm kind of happy Gamma got banned got limited. I will never play it, so now I don't have to play around it.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
It reminded me of
Says
Max
that,
C.
I'll start playing Delta, Epsilon, Gamma. Now I need trap cards. You
Well,
want
I'm
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna play
baby.
Psy-Frame, baby.
All I
Imagine
wanted
yours,
to get
baby.
deck devved in my standby
No, he
things
plays
against
Speed
furniture
Roids.
and
Speed Roids.
Epsilon him, bro. That's all I wanted to do.
Imagine.
Cook him, bro. I'll make a Baron.
Flyer.
Get rid of that lady. I'll make a
Take
Baron.
it.
We're getting a little rowdy.
Go for it, baby.
Where
Go
we at
for it,
next? Where we
baby.
at next?
We have e-tele targets. Just saying.
Apparently Thomas is taking Speedroid in that.
Thomas, I
Thomas,
need you to
I'll
leave.
help you.
The door is open.
Thomas, you can stay. I'll help you put a list.
Dude,
Oh my god.
It
All
worked.
right,
We'll
whatever.
put Clifton on this too. Clifton topped the CM Games event with Speedroid.
Facts.
The-
The,
those
the
are
next
real
one's one of the
career tops.
wildest. The next one's one of the wildest.
Next one.
We got Dinlong.
That is
I think
crazy.
it's trap.
I never played with that deck.
Card is quite good.
I mean, that card out. So
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't really know how
The,
gas
one of the
that card
coolest
was.
decks I've ever played is one where you go Gofu, summon Armageddon Knight, send Level Leader, Level Eat the Gofu, you make a Dinglong, and you go from there. You end up making like Librarian, Coral Dragon, Starter's Charge, drawing a bunch of
So you're
cards.
drawing.
And
Bring
Yeah.
Gofu back.
It was like a
No.
hand deck.
Yeah, bro.
Cooking.
Look,
It was after the Synchro Fusionist deck. It was when we got. There were versions of it that played the little bird dude from the Blackwing deck, level 5, that summons another copy of itself. But it was just a dark Synchro deck. Dude, it was so sick.
The Raven card?
No.
it summons Dinglong, that's all I know.
If you didn't know, Isaiah hates Dinglong. He said if it ever came back, he's going to quit the game. But here he is, a Starlight Labyrinth. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
okay, well, I bought Max Ready Labyrinth an hour before the ban list dropped, so
You
I have
did?
to at least play Nats. Okay? But after Nats, I'm quitting because I don't like Dinglong. Cap. But
You're weak.
That's
He's a
cap.
cap.
That's cap.
I never thought it would come back.
Delicious Memory. Dawn.
That one I thought was interesting. I didn't really know how else to hit Pearly though. Really, besides hitting some random thing. Them having less memories, I think is probably pretty
Do we need to hit
good.
Pearly? Do we need to hit Pearly?
Dude,
I
it's
mean,
so,
here's
it's
the
so
thing.
mid.
I think the
It's so
deck
mid.
is kind of butchies.
Like,
Now it is much easier to deal with the big guy. You don't get in situations where you're like pressed to deal with
Yeah.
the Noir. The Noir is super manageable now.
yeah. I guess that one card was very toxic and they generate a lot of advantage.
I mean, you could
but
just sit on it.
Yeah.
What's your opponent going to do?
My problem with
Kaiju
my
it.
Pearly opponents is
better
that
have
they
it.
be sticking this card on the field that says pay 500 to add a card, and they just be Zeusing themselves. That makes me feel some type of way.
The thing to me about Pearly is it has the same problem as Cash, I think. Like any one card deals with it. But Cash is just bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Pearly's little. So Pearly, if the one card deals with it, they just
What are you
gonna
doing?
do? Yeah.
What are you, Zeus is your get back in, or
Yeah.
that is your run it
Yeah.
back. And I mean, you're a great Zeus deck. Don't get me wrong, but man, I'm not trying to be. I'll summon Sargus to summon a Zeus, bro. You feel me? That's my dog.
Sargus is a god card.
He's
for
honest.
sir.
That's some honest dueling.
He's a champion for a reason.
And then tree. Second tree.
Sacred Tree. That was a weird one.
Oh,
I do
I'm
like
actually
that they
happy
made
about that, bro.
sure to cover the spread on this list. They hit the decks that were good. They hit the decks that were previously good.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty toxic card, to be
try to-
honest.
Yeah, it is quite silly.
It's not once per turn, bro.
I want it's an Naturia card, bro. Give it some.
Yeah.
Give it something.
Yeah.
I think they just jumped to Foolish Goods now, don't they?
I don't
That's
know.
like the best card in their deck.
I think it really depends on how the format shapes up and like what decks are the ones to be playing. Because
I don't-
if people start playing like trap card decks and branded, I'm sure Naturia Beast is pretty good against branded, but like if they have lost, you can't negate the brand fusions have lost, right? Well, you just can negate the loss. Just kidding. I'm not talking. I didn't say nothing.
I don't think that.
Don't mind me.
I don't think the deck's gonna be as viable. Like I think
I think
came
it is
in
as good as
play.
runic cards are for the most part. But
Speaking
even
of-
then, you don't get the busted like play a spell card. You can discard Sacred Tree, get Camellia, get Cricket, get down
They made
Fountain.
Runic like a small engine,
Well,
I think, going forward.
now it's even
smaller card.
smaller because there's 2 runic fountain now.
To be
I
fair,
mostly
people
just
play
play
2.
that
Yeah.
card, yeah.
To be
They're
fair.
decks. But there's
Pack would say you're wrong,
that's fine.
Well,
but now the cash is in the.
He has way more
format
tops than I
heavy.
do.
well, you know what he didn't top?
YCS Philadelphia.
He was
did not.
cooking. He was
Like
going
you.
deep.
But he was saying on a stream Monday that whenever he played, because like he was going over the ban list, that whenever he played Naturia Runic, you just always wanted to have 3 found in the deck because of Diablos. But now you get that problem anymore.
That's not
so-
real. That's another thing. A lot of the decks I was building in the past, I was really respecting Mind Hacker. I was respecting Rise
I mean, yeah, the
Hard.
card was a god card.
Like in my main deck as well. Like I
Oh,
was
same.
making sure to play like fat engines. I wasn't playing games, bro. I was trying to lose to getting 1 card banished and like shutting off a card in my hand, right?
Yeah.
But now I get to play it a little different.
We also have Herald, which is one of the like shortest limited cards I have ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it needed to be hit.
It was pretty good.
It was really good.
Pretty good.
Those
See, here's the
I
thing:
think
if
when
they
it
didn't
got hit-
slaughter, if they didn't slaughter tier,
Heralds?
they didn't need to hit it.
She's in monsters.
Like if since they slaughtered tier, they probably didn't need to hit it.
Yeah, but if they gave us some time with less orange light, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We got to play tier less orange light.
Yeah.
I wish I had played that deck at full power.
Bro, you know what deck was clean at full power? The tier cash deck that Tavion cooked up for the
The thing we
3v3.
split, that tournament was really fun.
He cooked me in that. I got cooked round 4 by Tavion.
Bro,
hard
there
not
was a
to
tier
cook
player
you.
that topped.
You know, we got-
There was a tier player that topped the YCS, and I walked by his board, and he had DP, Rue Calcos, what's her name, the big fusion, Clydo Hart, 2
Redo
back
it.
row, 4 cards in hand, and Draco Sapelli on the board.
Old
And
boy
I was
cooking.
like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to play that guy.
Speaking of like weird decks to see, Logan got beat by a Burning Abyss player that made top 64.
Yeah.
Different player.
I don't think did he make top?
No, I don't think he
64? I
topped.
don't think
I didn't see
He-
Burning
he-
Abyss in the top.
he did. Yeah, I didn't see in the
thought there was
breakdown.
one.
But
I've been
no.
tripping,
There was a
bro.
Burning Abyss player that was destroying side events.
Oh, that
But-
made more sense.
Different player. But yeah, Logan walked up to me. He goes, "You know what I just lost to?" So what? He goes, "Reveal Libic, normal Barbar."
Like, bro, that's
Which is a wild
crazy.
sentence.
Oh.
Like that's a wild thing to
Yeah.
hear to
It is
YCS.
2023.
Yeah.
Although he's playing tour guide, which like kind of if you
The-
interact with tour guide, you kind of lose.
The side event guy played 1.
Tour guide,
Yeah.
good. His card's ass.
What do you say?
Cutting these.
So 2 unicorn.
You have prosperity?
It hurts consistency of cash, but it's not a hit to any other deck like Fender would have been. I don't think it hurts consistency of cash enough to make it unplayable. I don't really know why they hit it to 2.
I
But
think they should have hit birth.
Seemed a tad
I don't.
unnecessary.
I think that they were going. I said that I thought they were gonna hit birth, but I think that they did the correct thing, in my opinion.
I mean, you have to not kill the deck, sure.
Yeah, that if they'd have hit birth, the deck would be dead. Like if they'd have limited it, it would be dead.
It'd be a lot harder for that deck to get
Like,
somewhere. I don't
it
know
would
about
still
dead,
be
though.
played.
The
It
issue is, man, like, Fenrir, insane.
Yeah.
Rathos
Shifter?
gets to Fenrir, insane. You get to play a lot of really cool anti-meta cards. And I mean, have you seen some of the OCG lists where we have like everything just, they have pieces of it? And
Like
the
it would
cards
be,
are sturdy, bro.
in my opinion, it would be like
Pots, so you know,
a large engine.
Like now you play around nib every time.
But maybe I'm wrong. I could just be like pessimistic.
You play around nib every time unless you do the F0 combo or you do the
Yeah.
charge skip combo. Shout out Tavion.
Yeah, so nib doesn't hurt you as much anymore. I think the most unnecessary thing on the list, lightning storm.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Yeah.
Like they've hit 2 like back row hate cards in the last year. Like they hit Red Reboot, and now they hit Lightning Storm.
Reboot. I remember when I was playing Eldritch a lot.
Of
I
course you love
felt
Reboot.
like Reboot was just disrespectful.
Reboot.
But
So
why
you
Lightning
haven't saw
Storm?
Judgment.
Reboot's too good. Lightning Storm is not too good.
Yeah, it's,
Lightning Storm's like really
That's
good.
some honest dueling. I
Yeah.
like that it's got modes. It doesn't just blow everything
your opponent can
up.
play around it with putting their stuff in defense. Like,
Yeah.
Also destroys. It's just like
like
Put the
Yeah.
D word on it.
that is a card that I do not understand why it's on.
They also made Labyrinth really good by like limiting what they limited on the list, and then they put the Labyrinth hate to 2. Yeah, it's like
Shout out my Starlight Lovely
which
ladies
a
in
lot of the
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth lists right now, like Lightning Storm doesn't hurt as much.
Sure.
but
they
it-
juggle
Yo, what's that?
cards. Did you talk about the Starlight Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle?
Yeah, wow, what?
Or the Collector's Rare Ariana the Labyrinth Servant?
I was
Isaiah
talking
going
about the other
crazy, bro.
Oh. The Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle.
CR.
CR.
We got a lot of people's favorite Engage to 2.
People are very excited about that. I think
Gage is
Striker might be a
pissed.
trap, but why?
Gage doesn't like it.
everyone's gonna be saying engaged. He's gonna be going, huh?
That's why he goes by Guud. Get your name legally changed to Guud,
See-
and you never run into the engaged dilemma.
Engaged to 2.
Engaged to 2.
I'm changing his name in the chat to Engooge
Please
right now.
do it.
Hold on.
Okay, the last semi-limit is Starter, which I also don't think was super
That was just
necessary.
silly.
I mean,
whatever.
I feel like Konami's like, okay, we need to hit something. It's bright.
I think
I don't think they even did need
We
to.
already,
That's
Like,
what
we
yeah,
already hit Elf. Like, let's just do a little pokey poke.
I think if they ever want to like actually stop Sprite, they either hit Starter to 1 or hit Blue to 1, and like that.
Jet.
You think so?
Jet gets those starters. Starters a god card, bro.
blue. I feel like if we had one blue, I probably wouldn't be as excited to try to play those cards.
See, that's
but
what-
with the fact we still have 3 blue, 3 jet.
And red and carrot
Yeah, like
and gigantic.
having 1 blue makes the starter really good, but then after you use the starter, you like the next one's not good, not as good. You know what I mean? So it's like it still makes the deck like fairly consistent, but it's
Striker
like, it doesn't have
mobilizing
that,
Gooch.
that explosive power. Anyway, I'm gonna go through the unlimited kind of fast because they're not as important.
You say that, but Engooge.
Well,
3.
no, it's a 2.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, wait,
multi-roll.
my bad.
Yeah,
Multi-Googe.
multi Googe is a 3. So we got Steam the Cloak.
That's
Cool.
kind of sick.
Shout out
Give it back.
Blackwing.
Give it
Yeah.
back.
And there was a 5-0 Blackwing at table 9.
I saw that.
Yeah,
video,
that was
picture.
crazy.
Yeah, Blackwing playmat too.
Bro. Birdman. GNX Ally
Ayo!
Birdman. Yes, sir.
Birdman's one of my favorites. I have
Right.
DT Birdman in my collection binder. That
Shout out
card.
Lil Wayne.
He's sick. Well, Birdman.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
We got Samsara Lotus.
FTK. You know that FTK?
Pack was talking about it.
Bomber Dragon, Cerberus, Black Cat, Samsara. You just keep summoning it if you have no spell traps, and then Black Cat, or it'll die from the Bomber, and these will be saved by the Cerberus, and then he'll die, and keep coming back, and then because it keeps dying, the Black Cat burns him down.
Oh, so we're just letting FTKs go free now, huh?
Apparently so.
I didn't see a super
Quick
heavy
fix.
Samurai FTK at all, by the way.
I don't think I was going to play the deck.
But yeah,
Well,
quick fix is
Patrick
a 3.
definitely played an FTK.
I played a guy, and he opened no hand traps against me game 2, and he thought I was playing the FTK because he saw the level 12 in my extra deck, and I have a pin on my bag that says "Get fucked," and he was looking at me, and when I didn't FTK him, he goes, "You know, I've been checking this whole time because I thought you were going to FTK me, and I looked up and saw "Get fucked," and I thought you were just trolling me," and I started laughing my ass off.
But
I said I should have done
quick
that.
fix is back to 3. Tavion's not as happy as he would be if Master Plan was back.
Tavion is the spiral feller.
Yeah.
Lyrilusk. This is the only one I don't know on this list. Lyrilusk.
Reckless Song?
Yeah, Reckless Starling.
Recital Starling.
Recital
Starling.
Sorry. His,
I was reading it and you said that. I'm like, it doesn't look like that, but yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
card's bad.
it's really good. It's just a Wing Beast, level 1.
Bird card's
It's
bad.
our Steedy Crow, bro.
And-
Smorgasband.
Smorgasband. Yeah, that does not change any functionality of a deck.
Draco Face Off.
I think that one's really cool.
That one is cool.
I think if the Draco Slayer deck has any legs at all, that helps a lot.
It does.
But I don't know that the deck even has legs.
It
so-
does.
Make my English.
It is not.
Sorry, no.
Hey, let me get one of your non-English gammas now that it's at 1.
And then multi-roll.
Let me get down there.
Multi-roll at 3, and
Yeah.
it's on us.
Okay,
Thanks for
so-
giving us all the striker cards.
I like multi-roll at 3. If people keep playing Super Wave Samurai, you can play your own droll with multi-roll, which is really cool. like engage and then resolution quick play spell, and they draw misses timing.
Like Mirror Jane
What's also pretty clean is you have 5 copies of Engage now. Shout out Thrust.
The deck's literally just missing 1 engage to be full power, right? Scar's 3.
that one.
Thrust is kind of
Hornet drones.
wild.
Well, they didn't play Hornet drones. It was ever at 1 whenever it was full power, right?
No,
They
three.
definitely did.
I don't remember playing 3.
My first time reading striker cards, I read them on a Wednesday. I was like, "These are crazy." I played a regional that Saturday, and it was right before the balance came out for Hornet Drones going to 1. I put 3 Hornet Drones, 3 Nightmare Mermaids were also in that deck list.
That was a wild time.
Yes, did not lose until the last round. Powerful.
What was your favorite part of the list, Tom? I know you weren't around for a lot of it.
Yeah,
So you don't lose a lot of the legacy out of this card.
He's new.
Honestly,
9th place new guy.
The linking and the super heavy. I fucking hate super heavy. It's just a stupid ass
I will
deck.
cook you with it, King. Don't worry.
Unicorn to 2 not only hurts cash, but also hurts speedroids.
Alright, Thomas, I need you to leave.
I was playing 3 unicorn and a birth of speedroids.
Okay, maybe. Okay, you can make some Baron and bring 7 bags.
Well,
Just
it's
in.
also a wind.
That's what I'm saying. Like it kind of lines up.
It hurts speedroids, man.
Also
These meta
hurts
decks are
speedroids.
killing these secondary meta decks like speedroids.
Yeah, man, we're out here trying to live our life on Rogue Knight, and we
Dude.
can't even do that.
One of my favorite memories of playing Thomas is him making his full speedroid deck, which was like 2 Crystal Wings and something else.
Baron.
2 Crystal Wings, Baron, and saying, break my board. Bet you can't. And then me drawing, activating Dark Ruler no more. and I'm pretty sure I big-eyed 2 of them. Did I big eye 2 of them? Yeah,
I was never like more upset because it was like because I was leading one of the parries bar on my cash deck because they had a regional coming up. So I was like, I'll play speedroids. Why not? And then it made me realize why I never play speedroids.
I've only played 2 Speedwood cards besides in the Speedwood deck, and that was in the 3X's deck. Shout out
Well, the first top, I topped. I played Terra Top and Talk Tom Borg in my
I
deck.
love those cards, bro. They're so free.
Terra Top, Auto Top. There's culture behind Terra Top.
But no, the ban list is wild. It made the event very wild.
I think the event was awesome. The second
was.
that they announced there were over 2,000 players in the main event is when the event got
It's like
wild.
2,300 or something.
Bro,
They,
we didn't even realize that.
2269, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, but speaking of 69th
Nice.
place right here, baby, after day 1.
Yes,
sir.
I think
Yes, sir.
it was 117th or something after day
Bro,
1.
I was looking at standings the other day too. And you got 46 after Swiss. And I got 46 after Swiss in LA. So,
I know.
yes,
I saw
sir.
that. So you and Trevor were side by side. What did
Yeah.
Trevor get in LA?
47.
Okay, so
And
Noah
he beat
got
me by 1 today.
45th, I got
By 1 this weekend.
46th.
Bruh.
You got your wife says
Yeah.
46th and then 47th,
Yeah.
and then the final standings 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
It's
Dude.
cool. I love when I see our names together. I don't know, man. This makes it that much tighter. Like those are my dogs. Those are who we're
Yes,
doing
sir.
this with, and like
Yeah, I was looking
I
at
don't
that. I was like, that's so cool.
yeah. When,
What was your favorite card of LA?
well, let me tell you, my friend Saratoga. Oh, LA.
What's the
I'm not LA, I'm sorry.
Philly?
Turn this up.
Yeah.
Okay, Saratobi. So I figured out how to do that, like on the Brave M guy and Saratobi after they draw you with
Oh, yeah.
Chisholmakaushi.
And you draw 3 on their turn.
That has literally just been my game plan, bro. I was trying to stick level 12s and Saratobis. The board's really hard to out, and Saratobi's an MST, bro. It was really good. All the spell cards.
And it plays damage.
Yeah, that 500, dude. There were some times where I was able to just like piece together some crazy combo where I end with a Saratobi, deal 500, pass 500 to kill you.
Yeah.
I felt like just master because they're staring it down. They know they're 300 life points. That Saratobi ficking to get them, bro.
Yeah.
He is, bro.
My favorite card was Kirikara.
Okay, I will say, beyond my bias for Saratobi, Kirikara was actually quite insane.
Like, that card's a god.
That card swings every game that it resolves, basically, and I think that alone is something to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
anytime there's Baron decks from the format, I think I wanted to try to include Kirikara deck, because I used to talk so much smack about how I have to like play through their board and then Kirikara them, but dude, it is so easy. Most of the time, they just naturally activate their card effects.
Yeah.
But when you get to put a 4,500 Kirikara on the field, deal with whatever threat, the final threat, and then the end phase retrieve a threat. I've got lethal on board.
Taking a Baron.
I've got your
sick.
Baron, bro. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
I'm the chef, bro. I just got a new job working at the Waffle House. We're cooking.
That's what I'm saying. Speaking of Buffalo House, while I was down in the trenches,
Yes.
someone was playing off on a Waffle House menu.
Man of culture.
And someone asked me, he's like, so, how'd you get it? Man looked at me dead in the eyes and went, 5-finger discount. I was like, bro.
The most rebellious.
Those are definitely the trenches for
What
sure.
did you guys? Well, so Luke, I might have got a celebratory meal after the event. Did you as well? Did
All
you
right,
pick
so
where you ate?
100%.
So I didn't pick where we ate because Saturday was Jabin's birthday.
Yes, it was.
And we got out at like midnight on Saturday, so we didn't really have any options to eat. So Jabin picked where we ate.
That's what
And
we got.
had hot pot, which was
That was Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
We got ramen Saturday.
No, yeah, he was talking about Sunday, right?
Yeah.
You said Saturday.
Well,
Yeah.
you just explain his birthday was Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
okay,
birthday was
gotcha. This is what
Saturday,
we got.
so he didn't get to pick where we ate. Like we got ramen on Saturday, but it was just like the only place open.
Yeah.
Sunday we got hot pot and it was fire. It was really good.
I love it. I bullied my car into getting Taco Bell because that's my my happy meal when I do well at a YuGiOh tournament. I go get me a steak quesadilla, add some
Sir.
guacamole to it, and
Steak quesadilla with guacamole.
hit
That
the
sounds
gas
heat.
pedal, bro. Right home.
Ooh, speaking of Mexican food, that makes me want to get
I ain't speaking of Mexican food, bro.
El Sazon.
Elsa's
That's
shout out Elsa's on, baby.
Spot, bro.
Yes,
We've been
sir.
eating there a lot recently.
All right, if you ever come to Jefferson City, Tennessee, let me tell you, we got the best
El
Mexican.
Sazon.
That's the spot.
The best burrito for $9, bro, you'll ever
It's
have in your
dude,
life.
it's cheap, authentic. It's great.
Delicious.
It's great.
Right around the corner, right around the Guud.
Yeah, Jefferson City, Tennessee, we got a big Mexican population. Shout out to the Mexican population.
There's
some cool
a
people.
Mexican
There's some very
restaurant
cool
every
people.
corner.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
there's some very cool people.
It is
Actually
awesome.
amazing.
But my favorite card, going back to that, Book of Moon.
You were talking some
Bro.
good about
I
Book
saw
of
a lot
Moon,
of
bro.
people
Every
crazy
time Luke
with
got a
Book of
chance
Moon.
to, he was like, "Yeah, but Book of Moon, though."
Bro,
like,
listen, I've been
that card
saying
good, but it ain't no Book of Moon.
anti-spell, but like there was a Sword Soul guy that I drew 3 Book of Moons against, and I cooked. I was, bro. I
Long
was,
Young, Book of Moon.
Nice tie up, boy.
No.
Put it down. Put it down. You ain't got priority. Put it down.
he ends turn 1 on Sheesh Blackout and like cards in hand, and I was like,
Turn off
draw
all of that.
Book of Moon, and he's just like, yep.
You saying that? I could never play Sword Soul in a Book of Moon meta, bro.
Bro.
I swear I'd be
Rip the
devastated.
lights.
Rip the lights. It's-
That's what happens when you play Swords of Your lights just go out.
The blackout, bro.
That's the
That was the
blackout.
blackout. No, so dude, that was my MVP. That card was so good.
That's good. I'm glad.
Did
it
you
was
take
good
any
for you.
blackouts of Spy?
No, I took prosperities and imperms though. Lots of prosperity for spy. Every time I used spy to take a prosperity, I was definitely in the trenches.
Right.
I definitely lost. I think I lost most of the game that I did that into.
Okay.
I won every game I got imperm though.
That's funny. But yeah, Philadelphia was sick. There was a lot of good food. Me and Fox stayed in Chinatown, which was pretty
It was
gas.
quite handy.
We were right next to the convention center, which was like first time I ever stayed that close.
Oh, dude, I staying there. I refuse
It's
to.
gas.
Yeah, a lot of times y'all be like, "Yeah, we're 25 minutes out," and I'm like, "I ain't
Not
doing
no
it, bro."
more, baby. Not no more.
We were like 10 minutes out, so it wasn't bad. But we
can't
stayed in
speak
the like, we stayed in like a repurposed strip club. I'm pretty sure.
Where there was grass.
There was turf in the elevator.
turf in the
elevators had grass in them, bro.
So what you're saying is you got wood.
Dude,
No.
I got looped by him.
You got
bro.
looped.
No, listen. Shout out
Sorry.
me. Everybody calls getting a bad hotel getting looped because I'm cheap. All right. So
I used to be.
This
the,
hotel wasn't
How can we
cheap.
get it for $35? $35 for the weekend.
listen, no, if there ain't no bugs and it smells decent,
I mean, that's where I'm at,
It's
bro.
fine.
Honestly,
Okay.
it's fine.
I'm only
Our
sleeping
hotel
there.
had no bugs and it smelled decent, but we had turf. We had a sleeping
That was
desk
kinda
manager. The gate wouldn't open. Bro, I'm not kidding you. We got back from eating and day 1 at like midnight.
Yeah.
There was a guy behind the gate. We couldn't get in the garage. Me and DJ go in. The phones are ringing. The alarm for the gate's going off. Some dude's making out with a girl and eating the desk snacks behind the
They
desk.
really were, dude. They were
And
sitting
I'm
on the
just standing
couch.
there like, what's happening? So then Luke comes in and we start going into supply closets. We start going into random rooms.
every door was unlocked in this place. Every single door.
So Luke goes back to the car. Me and DJ go downstairs. Guy's downstairs. And I'm like, what? I make a big noise. He wakes up. I go back upstairs.
I make a big noise.
He comes upstairs and he's like, can I help you? And I said, yeah, open the gate. And he said, yeah, I can't. It's full. I said, how's your parking garage full? We ain't even in there. And he said, just
You have
park
to-
at Chili's.
Bro,
It's just parking
I was
chairs.
like,
it's
Chili's?
across the street.
He said, I didn't even ask him about it. He said, don't worry, security guard's there. You won't get broke into.
You know why? Because we were in West Philadelphia. That
Born
place
and
that
raised.
that place that Will Smith moved away from. Yeah, and didn't go back to. No, bro.
The worst part about it was, after he asked me, he looked at the guy eating the snacks and said, "Why are you eating my snacks?" And he said, "Because I've been waiting for a room for an hour." I was hungry and I lost it.
Bro, we literally
Not real.
we were literally just wandering around this place for literally an hour, and we just could
found
not
like a
find anybody.
ballroom with nothing in it, just a big empty. Dude, it was wild.
It was wild, but so the hotel was wild.
Not as bad as Circus.
I didn't mind my circus stay, but y'all was in I don't know what part
The
of
trenches, bro.
it. Yeah, you already know. Y'all don't.
Dude, there was some.
Shout out
yeah.
Susan.
Shout out Susan.
Porter texted me when I posted that video of our hotel. He said, "You ain't got Susan on your side."
Bro.
Susan's goaded.
When we were in
Travel agent right there.
when we were in LA, we were getting an Uber from the airport, and like I ordered them an Uber, so I still had his credit card in my Uber, and I was like, guys, Susan paying for our Uber?
I said she won't know this bonus charger. Shout out Susan, we love you.
We didn't actually.
That was a joke, by the
Yeah.
way.
Nah, but it was a good weekend, bro. It was crazy.
We cooking.
Cooking.
Man, it was a really good weekend though. We all had a really good time. I think us meeting up here, dueling, and playing all these events we've been playing in, and working
We've been
to make
grinding.
something happen.
This
We've been
scoreboard's
grinding.
kind of crazy.
This scoreboard's
bro.
kind of crazy.
Bro.
We
AB Club,
AB
like
Club and Boot Club, all them.
Dude,
Everybody working hard.
everybody is.
Thomas won't get ninth for the next one.
No, Tom's going to do better.
Shout out book club.
Shout out
That's
Book
it.
Club, boo.
Yes,
You're
sir.
educated.
Hey, you part of the Goo House Club? You here every Tuesday?
You
That's
are
it.
here.
Shout out that
Yeah.
as well. I contribute ninth place to coming here. Like was it the day
Yeah.
before we played literally all day?
If
Yep.
Thomas
Yeah.
gets ninth, I mean none of us can. That's an upside, right?
Yeah, thanks, Thomas.
Placed higher than anyone who's ever not placed a regional.
Yeah. Everybody who's never topped a regional, he's done
Or
better.
got ninth,
Yeah.
he's done better than you.
The
I got knocked from Lexington.
I've
dude,
not got ninth.
Through the trials and tribulations.
So, trials and tribulations.
shout out Zach Baker. The so something I keep laughing about this weekend. This is irrelevant to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
My top 64 match. I was playing, and there was a big fuss about my ashes with the judges.
I heard about that. How did that shake out?
Well, I'll get to it after this. Anyway, the judges told me to change the ashes, and Isaiah's standing over here, like I was near.
I'm like
the,
watching him, like
yeah,
what's
I
gonna
was,
happen?
I was near the rope playing, so like he's standing on the other side of the rope. I get done. I turn to Isaiah. I go, Isaiah, ashes.
And the guy next to me goes, demanding.
And, dude, every time I think about that, I just start dying laughing.
He said demanding. I didn't even say anything. I just pulled my debt box out, started throwing them at him.
I'm like, bro, I ain't worried about being demanding. I need ashes.
You sure as hell ain't playing them right now.
Shout out Logan Kite asking for the MSTs.
Bro. Yeah, no, like I got deck checked in top 64, and they were like, they came back, we're like, we're giving you a warning for market cards because you have Sharpie on your ash blossoms, and I'm like, can I appeal that? And
After the game.
that was my response. I was like, can I appeal that? And he's like, I mean, you can. I was like, is it just a warning? Like, is anything going to change game state? And he's like, no, just play as normal, but you have to change them. I'm like, okay. And so we just played. I didn't appeal it. And then after the round, I was like, I want the head judge. And so they went and got the head judge, and I was just like,
What's up, dog?
politely told him that he was wrong. And like, I did. And he's just like, yeah, shout out head judge, by the way. Okay, during the match, too, after the deck check, another judge came over and said, what's this? And pointed at my grave. And I was like, it's an ash, bro. We just went over this. I got a warning for it. I'll change it after It was a different judge. And like, by the way, nothing wrong with the ash, right?
Yeah.
It is not illegal.
They just
So-
have the word goo
yeah,
sharpied
they
on
have
the
the word
picture.
goo on it. Anyway.
It was a birthday gift, sorry.
Anyway, so he goes, I'm going to need you to pause your game. I'm like, bro, we just went over this. He's like, I don't care. You got to pause. And so he went and got another judge, and they're talking about it. And then he's like another judge came over. He's like, we gave him a warning. And he's like, sorry. So anyway, shout out head
Look
judge.
at the match slip,
Yeah,
guys.
bro. Anyway, shout out head judge. He came over, and I told him he was wrong. And he's like, yeah, we just had a discussion about it. And I went back over the rules, and yeah, you're right. And I'm just like, all right.
He picked it up.
Thank you.
Friend.
Thank
He
you
picked
very
it
much.
up, looked at the judge, and went, nothing's wrong with it.
the judge that said to pause, the judge is like, pause. I'm like, there is nothing wrong with this, bro. Like, but no, shout out head judge. Like some of the floor judges, I don't understand. Like being in Top Cut floor judge at a YCS and not knowing that you can't have Sharpie on the picture of a card, unobscuring text.
Man,
Like,
I say they probably just trying to make sure they
listen.
make it sure.
But
They
it
cover
was
my
like it was
bases, and I understand that.
three separate ones. It's just wild, bro. But
it's just the word goo.
but I'm not crapping on judges.
No,
Don't
of
get me
course
wrong.
not, of course
But
not.
huge shout out to the head judge. Head judge was very cool and like
I think it's a lot.
I have
to say when they're like, "Hey, man, my bad."
yeah, like I've
Okay, for
never
sure.
had a judge ever. He shook my hand and he said, "I'm sorry, we were wrong. Play him." Like I've never had that interaction with a YuGiOh judge in my life. Like even when judges are wrong and like somebody like they get a higher judge to like if I appeal and the first judge was wrong, that has never happened. Like, so huge shout out. Like credit where it's due. That dude was very cool. But no, long story short, it was one of the funniest parts of the weekend to me. When that dude was just like,
Ashes,
bro.
He's the man.
Dude.
Yeah, I liked that pretty much the whole team except sadly you and Noah were close to the ropes. I just pulled up a chair, sat down.
I was sitting beside, I obviously didn't make it very far, but I got to sit beside Trevor to begin with. That was really
That's
cool.
sick.
We're both just sitting there gooed up. I'm watching him play against the Ricket deck. I'm watching Clifton. Man, did I tell y'all what I did against Clifton game one?
You told me.
All right, so I'm riding the high, making top cut.
He's
Bro.
like,
I'm
I top cut,
vibing, bro. This was the goal, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm sitting there, I'm chatting with Clifton. I'm like, hey, man, let me tell you some sappy stuff. I'm real excited about this. And we talked about I'm excited or whatever. Get into the game, man. Starts to draw. First phase of the game, bro. Slams a branded opening. Discards a Sarnier. Summons an Albert. Activates his card effects. I look at the grip. I look at the sad driver in my hand. I look at the Gamma sitting beside it. I said, you know what, this Gamma? I ought to stop this Albert because it ain't doing shit otherwise. So I activate the Gamma and I look up at him and he looks real confused. And I kind of glance at the board and I look at the Sarnier in the grave and I'm like, I just activated a Gamma on a Sarnier. To send one from deck, bro.
Oh, no.
I look at him and was like,
oh
no. Dude,
no.
Clifton, yikes. And I put the driver and the Gamma on the field and get your brand of fusion, friend.
Oh no.
So I might have
dude.
given him that game in the first phase of the game.
Oh no.
He puppeted me and we, moved on.
I didn't hear that story till just now.
I didn't really go around telling it.
Understandable.
We'll do better than that.
Nah.
Like I said, I was excited.
That just means you can't do it
Clifton's
next
my
time.
dog. Like,
To be fair, you weren't allowed to lose a game today too, so you were probably stressing every play.
Yes, sir. I lost that round one. So day one, the last round of Swiss, I played against Hunter Lloyd, who ended up getting top 8 with the Labyrinth branded deck. And it's just a Labyrinth deck with branded fusions. Bro, I was sweating against him. He's furnituring me. I got to recheck what those cards do. He's branded fusions sitting in a chandelier. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dead. Gets a Mirror Jade on the board. That Mirror Jade's getting another Mirror Jade later on. Dude, terrifying. Lots of pressure. Anyway, lost that round. Had to open it the next day to make it. I did though.
You made it. There it is, the proof.
I did.
Bro, I'm very proud of everybody.
I'm really proud
very
of
proud of
you
everyone.
going from no tops to 2 back to back.
Hey, give me some credit. I got last place at a regional.
You worked really hard for it. You think you worked harder for the last
In 1
place than
year,
the top
You went from
split?
last place to top 64, top 16, and a regional win.
And it's only been like 2-3 months.
Give me a few more. We're winning Cancun. We may just win Indy.
When is Cancun?
September 16th,
No, it's
17th.
right after my son's birthday. Maybe Daddy going to Cancun.
Bro,
I don't know.
maybe Mav wants to come to Cancun.
Boogie Band, you trying to take a
Right.
trip down to Dole Cancun? Do some doing?
That's all I'm saying.
You got a passport?
Could get one.
I'll get one when I go to Worlds.
I'll have to get one too.
That's been my running joke about a passport is I'll get one when I have to go to Worlds, which I'll say.
Have them soon. Shout out Nats.
Shout nuts.
Speaking of worlds, we got some boys close to world points.
Yeah, Trevor is an actual insano.
Trevor is an actual
He's not a human.
In the running
He's
for
a
world's
robot that is programmed to do nothing but duel and
Yeah.
win.
yeah.
A duel slaying machine.
Trevor was going hard, and then he has literally topped or won every single event he has played in since he has been on the team.
Yeah.
One Lexington, that was it.
I don't
right?
know
The
if-
one regional.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got
Everything else he's crushed.
Yeah.
14th.
It's insane.
Manganello.
And,
It's
he
insane.
probably would have went a little higher if he didn't get a game loss.
Yeah, he was
He
going
did get a game lost at the YCS.
Yeah, we were very, very tired whenever we were submitting our deck lists, and him and Tavion because, well, yeah, I blame those two because Tavion made Trevor look over his list to make sure he had it right. No one looked over Trevor's list and noticed that he had one thrust and one thrust instead of one thrust, one change of heart. And he got a game loss, game 1 against Enzo, and then game 2 he bricked.
Here was my problem with that. Me and Trevor talked about this. He had deck checked in Swiss and in top 32 and in top 16, and they didn't give him the game loss until top 16.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
That was wild. They missed it so many times.
Yep.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, oh, I got deck checked twice already. We're chilling. And
Oh, you
then-
got a re-sleeve now? No, Enzo gonna win.
That's wild.
Enzo's cool though.
It was wild to me that we had re-sleeve. Like,
You have to.
Oh,
no,
it's
you
always like that.
The last one I said,
I understand that it's always like that, and I get it, but
I just got there this time. Though.
there's no stream.
There was no
Yeah.
stream.
There's no
which I
stream?
kind of wish there was.
There's
Because
like-
Pittsburgh, they didn't have a stream.
We
We
don't-
always would have definitely been on stream.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have been Nats every round.
I'm excited.
How many rounds are there in Nats?
Same. YCS Philadelphia could be a parallel to Nationals.
Okay, so 12 rounds,
12 rounds with.
and we got like 17 Guud members.
I'm just saying.
That sounds like at least one round
Nick Poe was in a feature
round 3,
at Nats.
round 4.
and got. They,
No,
tell
that's
me
like
how
round 5.
comedy this is, bro. They pair the flute player up against a zombie deck.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me some, like, how it was like, yeah, put these two together for a
That,
feature.
that guy had
100%.
lost to Barrier Statue so many times the night before. He said, "No, it's gonna be funny. Run it."
Yeah,
Run it.
literally.
He probably was just
He just
testing in
sitting
the
there
judge
sipping a
room.
glass of whiskey, watching. Yeah, you already know. Nick fighting for his
Thomas,
life.
you ain't go Nats.
Man, I'm hyped. Be my first Nats.
First Nats for
It'll
Thomas.
be Nats before a YCS. Like, I haven't been a YCS, so Nats.
Are you going to try to do their Moto YCS June 24th weekend?
I-
Well, no, you'll be at the Lexington playing for Platinum Blue Eyes.
I will not, actually. It's my mom's birthday, unfortunately.
Take
You'll
Mom.
be at Lexington playing for Platinum Blue Eyes.
yeah, say
Sorry,
mom.
moms. We skipped.
Say mom.
I'm
Mom's
sure.
Day for a reason.
I'm sure she'd love a
Shout
platinum
out,
blue eyes
moms.
for her birthday.
Come on.
Shout out Hot
Look,
Moms.
it's your platinum.
Shout out Hot Moms.
But no, I think anything else you guys want to talk about?
I mean, I had fun hanging out with you guys and chatting, talking about the weekend, talking about what we got going on in the future. I'm excited
Yeah,
for this
man.
new format. I'm excited to hear what
We got something cooking.
we have something cooking. We might have something in the kettle. It's boiling.
I have a few irons in that kettle.
I think PJ's
Few-
going to be on a different
few-
podcast soon.
Yeah,
Spoons.
shout out YuGiOh. I'm gonna be on his podcast next week. We will be recording it. We talked some at the Wild Stats about the Mathematic deck, and I think me and Logan's gonna go on his podcast.
It'd be really cool.
Next week.
You guys would it'd be awesome.
100%. But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching. Again, check out the prize card tournament or the Platinum Blue Eyes tournament.
Yep,
I think it's gonna be crazy.
June 24th.
Check out
Lexington.
the PS5 tournament.
Keep your eyes on the Goo Boys. Obviously, every event we're getting more and more
We
representation.
matched JNC with how many people we had in Top Cup.
Pretty cool, actually.
No,
And
did we? I
Yep.
think we had more.
No,
Did they have
JNC and Guud had 5 too.
Yep.
members.
five? Did they beat any of us?
You beat one JNC member?
No, did they beat any of us?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just talking about.
No one saw
Bro.
sub JNC person.
Bro.
No kind of
Listen.
nice. What the
Second.
samurai?
All right, me and Noah both beat a
Saratoga,
JNC person. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you beat John. That match. Oh, let's talk about that. That match was crazy.
I didn't get to see it. What happened?
So, I walk over, I see Luke comboing his anti-spell. I'm like, oh,
That's Luke's card, boy.
he's cooking.
Ain't that supposed to
It
go
ain't,
crazy?
it ain't looking more but
He passes turn to John. John goes standby. Luke goes anti-spell. John changes Book of Moon on his Rise Heart.
Yep.
Zeus is Luke's entire board. Luke had one card in hand, right?
I
Or-
think
I don't think you had any. 'Cause
Yeah, he
you-
had one card in
I
hand.
think it was an Ash.
He
I
had
think I
Ash in hand.
I thought you Ash off the top of the deck because you drew Ash Dark Ruler.
You had another card, then you drew Dark Ruler, then you drew
I
Ash.
had 3 cards in my hand. I think I probably did draw Ash Dark Ruler. I can't remember what the third one was.
It was irrelevant.
Yeah, it was
But
like
yeah,
a Theosis or
um,
something I couldn't activate.
Anyways, he
It was
passed
the
back
other.
to
Yeah, I
Luke.
think it was
Yeah,
Theosis. Yeah.
And Luke drew
What was John
Dark Ruler no
playing?
more.
It was Mirror.
Cash.
It was Mirror.
Okay.
And John drew. Luke drew Dark Ruler no more. Passed back to John. John didn't kill
He
him.
hit me. He couldn't summon anything because he had Zeus on board,
Yeah.
so he just kept hitting
Oh,
me.
sure.
Luke
Yeah.
drew Ash, passed back, and the second he drew Ash, I looked at Isaiah and said he lost, and I walked away.
And
The
then
whole time, Charlie was going, "Your boy's done. Your boy's out."
he goes draw. He drew planet. He activated planet. I was like, I lose. And he goes. I think he searched Rise Heart,
He did.
and he normaled Rise Heart and hit me, and passed. And I was like,
Here you go, 500.
all he had to do
He
was
didn't
search
only
Scarecrow.
pass. He put Zeus on top of Zeus.
Yeah. All he had to do was search Scarecrow. That's it. All he had to do, and he killed me because I was at 5K, and that would have been 56. Okay.
Tell him why I didn't.
Let me tell you why I didn't. I had Rise Hearted one time, banished it. Get it out of here.
It worked out
dude,
for you.
The next turn, I drew Fender and killed him, and he just flips his banished. I'm like,
I don't
bro.
remember. I don't know if
Better
it,
lucky than good, bro.
But
I don't know if it was the same game or the game before, but one of the games he was supposed to make Big Eye, but he made Dark Arm, and as soon as he made Dark Arm, Charlie looked at me and goes, "That ain't Big Eye. What's he doing? That ain't Big Eye."
bro, that game was wild. Okay, so shout out him. He was a really cool guy. I was talking trash earlier that we were doing better than JNC, but he was cool.
Yeah,
He-
they're all
I mean,
cool.
John
No.
also.
They also-
popped up Gage.
They also
Yeah.
won the event, but anyway, whatever. But no,
They're all homies.
No.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Game one against him, he made Shango Era, made Diablosis, banished. It was 8 cards. Banished 8 cards off the top of my deck. You know what was in those 8 cards? 3 births. Yep, 3 births. And then,
I'm sweating.
all right, and then he made a Rise Heart on top of his Shango Era. Passed. My first summon here or whatever. He Rise Hearted, banished it, banished 9 more cards off the top of my deck, and hit 2 Theoses. And I had 2 unicorns in my hand, and I was just like, "Well, I can search 1 card. What am I gonna do?" And the hit off the Ablosis from my extra deck was Big Eye, so I like just literally couldn't play. I was like, "I could take his Rise Heart. I can't make my own, but I could take his."
Kind of cool.
Nope. Nah, it was a wild game. And then I banished his. It was that game was just like, who has cards not banished face down? It was wild.
That's funny though. That's really. Yeah.
I saw a lot of cool dueling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that Blackwing play, bro. It still blew my mind. Like,
Man,
I was
Hogan.
watching Trevor, and then I just look over and I see Blackwing play. I went,
He sent me a
He has
Snapchat and was
double
like,
Black
"There ain't no way."
Whirlwind.
He said, "Black Whirlwind at table 9?"
Dude.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember walking over to see Jabe and normal summon Diva. His opponent ashed it, and he said, "Cool, special jet, next Sprine." I was like,
Makes Prime. I miss
"Why'd
doing
you
that.
ash the Diva?"
I miss doing that.
Javen's
go
a
back to
wild
it.
I
man.
miss doing that.
Jabe almost stopped.
Javen was doing like normal summon Diva, 1 card Baron.
He's making homeboy.
Shout out Rochi.
Yeah.
My
He didn't play
dog.
Rochi.
That's
No,
my
he was
dog.
playing. He wasn't this weekend, but
Yeah.
like I mean, before he was doing it at a local.
He was making like Sprine Gigantic, the whole loop with the trap card with Herald, and it was wild.
He played Melvins and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, there was a lot of cool decks. Like this event was.
Dynamorphia got top 16?
Dude.
Bro,
Yeah.
that kid was like young too. Fox is leaving.
That's the end of Guud episode 9, guys.
Thank you for watching. This won't make any sense since we just cut the last 2 minutes out, but it's been real.
We love you guys. Shout out AB Club.